grow, still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now, today, we have Bitcoin sitting right now, as we speak, at $60,000. We pumped all the way to 60,000, around 60,500, right? Which is a 6-month high. We have not been back to these prices within 6 months. If we go to the daily chart, look at this. This looks absolutely crazy. So you can see we've just passed these prices over here. And this is all because of the SEC saying that they are going to not stop they're not going to stop the Bitcoin futures ETFs, right? It's a futures ETFs. Which is different from like an actual Bitcoin ETF, I believe. I've been learning a lot about ETFs and different things. So, also, I want to look at Ethereum. We need to talk about this money flow chart right here today. Also, if we look at the entire market, we're going to go over everything. We've got some great news in today's video. We've got some interesting stuff, man. So watch till the end. Make sure you click the like button right now. It's free. It helps me out. Also, subscribe to the channel. Once we hit 100,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 1,000 plus. It's going to be over $1,000 giveaway. Now, let's take a look at Shiba Inu because I want to tell you something. It is Bitcoin time. It is Bitcoin time. It is Ethereum time. It's real altcoin season time, right? This is down now, right? Down 10% on the day. Hopefully that just signaled like the end of shitcoins. I don't know. But I would love to see Bitcoin start pumping even more than it already is. Like I want it to be Bitcoin time for real. So this Bitcoin futures ETF, right? So there's some things about it. Let's talk about that first because this thing is getting blasted everywhere, right? So the first thing is a Bitcoin futures, this is from Mr. Whale right here. A Bitcoin futures ETF is not fundamentally bullish, okay? No actual Bitcoin will be traded, which means no new liquidity. And he thinks it's another trap, okay? So this part is all true right here. You know, no actual Bitcoin will be traded, which means no new liquidity, right? No new liquidity. And we can see Bitcoin will most likely not receive the same funding coming purely from ETFs as gold did, right? But this is still a great event for the entire crypto market, which indicates that regulators and institutions can no longer ignore Bitcoin. So, look at this. I mean, this is getting pretty insane right here. Like, we are about one big green candle away from breaking all-time high. We're one green candle away from going up to Plan B's prediction of $63,000. Now, what my intuition is telling me, just based off like how the feeling is in the market right now, we can actually check the crypto fear and greed index. Let's check it. So we're at greed, and we've been, last week was greed, yesterday was greed, now is greed. I do agree. I do agreed. Okay. Damn, what was I on? Oh yeah, my intuition is telling me that they might launch the ETF, right? They might launch the ETF and just, it'd be a rug pull. Like you're supposed to be buying the rumor, which is no longer a rumor, and sell the fact or something like this, where once they launch the ETF, the price actually goes down or something like this, man. Don't quote me on any of this stuff. I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong or I don't care if I'm right. But my intuition is telling me that there will be some sort of pullback from this. Some sort of pullback. And I think November is going to be a great time for altcoins. If we take a look at the money flow, you probably seen this everywhere, but let's go over it. Phase 1, Bitcoin. Flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing price surges. Okay, and then there's a phase overlap, which money flows into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts outperforming it. And then we have phase 2, which is Ethereum. And we hear talks of the flippening. I like that. Okay, those might be very real this time, though. So in the Ethereum phase, we're going to hear talks of the flippening because Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin. And by the way, this is just historically based, right? History doesn't have to repeat itself, but I think it will this time because I think whoever controls this market wants to for one last joyride. Phase 3 goes into large caps. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, and large caps are going parabolic. And then we have a real altcoin season right here. So this is the money flow chart, right? This is the money flow chart. Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin, large caps going parabolic. Money is flowing into large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. So this is going to play out. We also have this money flow chart where money goes from fiat to Bitcoin and rotates in that way, but also fiat, Bitcoin, large caps, mid caps, low caps, and then they use the low cap profit to buy more Bitcoin. So these are the people who think that you just have to stack Bitcoin because there's a scarce amount and it's one day going to be so scarce. And that's true, but will it be important? Will there like be demand still? I don't know. Alex Kruger, this is very important. A lot of people were basing this ETF thing off this, which is the SEC investor education thing, saying before investing in a fund that holds Bitcoin futures contracts, make sure you carefully weigh the potential risks. So right, they're talking right directly about a Bitcoin futures thing. The SEC is right there. So what Alex Kruger says, though, is market is interpreting this SEC post as odds of Bitcoin futures. You know, they posted the same thing in June. They posted the same exact thing in June. So that tells us nothing, right? It tells us that this might not matter. Also, the news breaking about the ETF was late last night at the start of a new trading day. I think it was Blockchain Boy that pointed that out. It was at the start of a brand new trading day, right? And it was a weird time for news. Even I felt that. I'm like, really? You're launching this news right now? Like, what the heck? But I can't wait to see Ethereum pump. If we do get another crash, I'm probably going to be putting a bunch of stable coins into Ethereum just because I know it will go back up to 6. My prediction for Ethereum's like 6, 7, all the way up to 10K, right? I don't think it'll go over 10K. I think it might bounce off 10K because 10K is a huge psychological level. Same thing with Bitcoin, man. This 100K up here, wow, it looks so cool going into uncharted territory. This is all price discovery right here, all uncharted. But this 100,000, dude, that is the biggest psychological level ever, man. That is huge. That will be all over mainstream news. I remember at the start of this year, I made a TikTok saying, dude, if you're not in Bitcoin and you're just going to wait until it's all plastered over your TV saying, Bitcoin just crossed 6 figures, that will be headlines everywhere on mainstream news, and it will probably further the pump a little bit, right? FOMO season is about to start. FOMO season is about to start. But we're seeing Bitcoin, if we go on the small time frame chart, I mean, it's a battle here. We're at this 60K level. Now, let's talk about BNY Mellon. BNY Mellon is blaming their fund underperformance on no exposure to Bitcoin. They're saying that they don't have exposure to Bitcoin and this is why they're underperforming. Okay, BNY Mellon, let's investigate. I don't think I've ever seen this shown by anybody. It probably was way back. If you're an XRP holder, what you have to do is look at the past to make yourself confident in the future because they've already put all the answers out. Watch this, okay? I'm going to show you 2 crazy things. The first thing is up here they have the block tech in financials. This is old, by the way. Just clarifying. This is old. I don't know how old. It doesn't show a date, really. 2016. But watch this. So that's not that old. Actually, that is pretty old. That's before everything really went crazy. Look at this. So they have this landscape thing. Infrastructure and base protocols. Watch. On the public, it says BK shares Ethereum and Bitcoin. On the special Let me zoom in here. It says special. And they've put Ripple and Stellar in the same thing. Special. What? Special? And then Monero and the Lightning Network are over there in payments, right? Now, I want to show you something about JPM coin too. And by the way, they have a whole proof of concept. That's why I brought this up. I saw BNY Mellon talking about Bitcoin. I'm like, bro, you have proof of concepts with Ripple. You don't need anything to do with Bitcoin. But look at this. They said this is their blockchain exploration. They say Bcoin with a K, BK coin. And this is going to be used for blockchain awareness and education. Internal, right? Internal. So I think JPM coin is on the same wavelength of JPM coin is being used to educate their people internally on how they're doing stuff. Now, let's move on to this. Jesse Olson says, in previous Bitcoin cycles, once there was a weekly candle close above the mid-cycle peak, making an all-time high, price increased 5x. So look at this. Weekly candle close above that previous high right here. See? After that, look at this. 2013, 6 weeks, 6.4x. 2017, 19 weeks, 5.6x. 2021, weekly candle close above is 60K-ish to make it a new all-time high. We'll see how it plays out, okay? So we'll be waiting. We're going to see. Now, one thing about the Digital Pound Foundation and Quant, this is interesting. They say, although the Bank of England holds the central role in designing and implementing the digital pound, it is supported by the Digital Pound Foundation. So they're only giving advice. They're only giving advice, right? So it's important to understand that this doesn't directly affect the quant price or anything. It just solidifies it. Now, the SEC childish battle between Ripple. The SEC calls Ripple's 30,000 legal requests in XRP lawsuit abusive and crushing. Yeah, okay. But requesting 2 million Slack messages from Ripple is not abusive and crushing? Man, this is just two 5-year-olds punching each other, and for some reason it makes news headlines. This is all this is, man. Gary Gensler versus Brad Garlinghouse in a boxing match. This is all this is. It's so stupid, man. I'm done with that. Coinman the H Barbarian says, not financial advice, but it seems to me everyone is focused on store of value, Bitcoin being the poster boy, because it cannot be debased like fiat. But what will really surprise folks is when store of value meets utility. Okay? Store of value meets utility. This is why I'm in Quant. This is why I'm in Hbar. Bitcoin has no utility. It has limited utility. It's just payments, and they're slow, and they're trash, okay? And that's it. And store of value, that's it. Hbar has many, many use cases, and you can already see them everywhere. Now, to finish off, with more than 3 million nodes, XYO is now one of the largest blockchain networks globally. XYO nodes have been downloaded over 3 million times. Very crazy right there. So that is a general overview of my thoughts on this current market. I took profit on 2 coins yesterday. I'm not going to tell you which coins because I don't want to be looking like I'm pumping or dumping anything. That's so stupid. People get really mad when I talk about what I'm buying and what I'm dumping for some reason. They want me to be transparent, but then they get mad and think I'm pumping my bags or something. So they're not big. Like if I took profit on Quant, I would tell you. If I took profit on XRP or something big like that, I would tell you. But that is all we've got. I appreciate everyone's tuning in every single day. Make sure you drop a like, follow on Twitter, Instagram, and that is all we've got. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Crawl, steal.